Hello everyone, welcome. We're starting a new video series today on the game No Man's Sky. We are going to be trying a permadeath, hardcore you die once it's all over challenge where we try to explore all the content the game has to offer, obviously without dying even once. The game world, the galaxy that the game takes place in, is so incredibly vast. There's practically infinite amount of places to go, but we're going to do a combination of lore-focused exploration with, obviously this hardcore survival thrown in. There's going to be some building too. This game has a lot that we can sink our teeth into. So without further ado, here we go. As the camera comes up, we find ourselves on an alien world in a really bad situation. Our hazard protections are failing. We've got a number of systems that are damaged. We're alone. There's no ship in sight. We're in terrible straits. So, I doubt you can probably hear the game audio, but our suit computer is notifying us of these facts. And now we're going to have to find something to fuel our survival systems with before we are no more. And we're already starting to see some pretty interesting things. These strange little flying dinosaur looking things. That's kind of interesting little animals. We can see that with first contact, that said there, we are the first player to ever set foot on this planet. But we don't have a whole lot of time to appreciate that. We need to find some survival resources in a hurry. So it's telling us we need to do a scan, but our scanner is damaged. We need ferrite dust to fix our scanner. But if we gather ferrite dust before we find some survival resources, we will already be dead. So we're only going to be following the tutorial as much as we must, because its pacing is not very good. I was hoping that cave would be deep enough to provide us some shelter. It looks like it isn't. We need to find some sodium a minute ago. There's some over there, but will we make it in time before we succumb to this toxic atmosphere? It's hard to say. We're going to need to move as quick as we possibly can. Alright, looks like we're just going to make it. We're going to put that into our tanks and move on to the next yellow glow that we can see. That's sodium over there. Our shields and our hazard protection are both very low. We have hit the hill when I tried to do my little speed boost trick. That's not convenient. It looks like we're going to get to it, that yellow plant, just in time though. Shield's starting to recharge. We need to make sure that it keeps recharging. Whew, we got our hazard protection charged fast enough to not interrupt our shield charge. Once our hazard protection, which you can see is a yellow-orange bar that is going down pretty quickly. Once that reaches 0, then our shield systems will start being used to protect us. And they don't last very long, because that's not what they're designed for. The white bar underneath that is our life support, is what they call it. But really what it seems to me to be, more than anything, is fuel for things like our rocket system and other things like that. If you dig into the lore a little bit, it seems like it's actually a liquid oxygen fuel source. But enough about the in-game lore for the moment. Some of these plants, you can see they're making these nasty green clouds. If we get too close, that will be a toxic threat, and that'll start engaging our toxin protection systems. But when we destroy them, or disassemble them with our mining laser, this is probably more accurate, we get oxygen out of them, so that'll help keep our life support systems going. Looks like we have enough ferrite to fix our scanner, so we're going to do that. That'll help us locate the resources we need. Alright, so we've got ferrite in our scanner now, fixed it up. We can do a scan. Let's move just a little bit farther from where we were so we can make sure that we're scanning a wide area that we haven't already seen, that we haven't already found sodium in. More importantly, I want the best chance possible. Oh, there's all kinds of sodium over there. That's a nice thing when you're up on a hill. You can see a whole lot farther. The scanner, unfortunately, doesn't reach as far as our visual range, but it did help us find out about this sodium right here. We would have missed it probably without some help. So this blue plant over here will overload our rocket system, and that'll help us get over to there or to there where we were seeing some yellow stuff. We're going to grab it and sprint, and then do this little body check maneuver, which will give us a little forward momentum, and then we're going to use the jetpack to get all the way over here. We're going to try and do it again real quick before the boost fades. We didn't... that was a really bad fall. It unfortunately ran out too quickly. We should charge our life support and our hazard protection right now, because if it runs out while our shield is down, we are going to be in huge trouble. Alright, we're going to go grab these sodium plants that we can see so that we can get a little breathing room. And then we will run after this distress signal that we just picked up with our scanner that we have repaired. So those blue crystals there, those are fuel used in launch thrusters. And if we're going to explore the galaxy, we're going to need some of that, so I stopped for a little. We can't afford to stop for too much right now, but that'll save us a little time later, and saving time is good, both for survival and for the sake of the video. I would like to try and keep the videos short. I always struggle to keep the videos under 30 minutes. We're going to try some new things to try and meet that goal this time. Those of you who have watched my Minecraft videos know that I struggle to keep the videos under 30 minutes. And I don't really want that. Alright, now we've got a good amount of sodium. We could go and grab some more, but I think at this point it's going to be best to get on toward, yeah, we got 100 sodium. That's probably enough. Let's find our destination. That's over there, up on that rise. We're going to use this deuterium plant to get there. Oops. We're going to use this deuterium plant to get there. At least most of the way. I'm going to pay real close attention. When it says the power surge is fading, we're just going to land. And there we are. We are landing. We are landed. And we're just going to sprint the rest of the way while our jetpack recharges. Some interesting plants here. We got, look like crazy aloe plants. Some of them look like they're growing out of rocks. I wonder if this is ferrite. Nope, it's carbon. We're going to need more ferrite before too much longer, but I think rather than gathering everything that we see along the way, we are going to focus on getting to our destination. We're almost there. I think, yeah, now we can, our sprint ran out just a second too early. Once we got to the top of that little ridge on this hill, I was going to jetpack, try and cover a little bit more distance, but now that we're basically running straight up a slope, the jetpack isn't going to do us any good. We're just going to bounce against the ground, and that won't save us any time at all. Luckily, our sprint recharges fairly quickly, and it's still fairly fast. That ship is on fire. That seems not good. perhaps less useful. Would like to be able to get off of this planet, but a burning chip doesn't look like a good way of doing that. Alright, so let's see here. Scenario iteration, big number T deleted, boundary separation failure likely. You see that the title of this window is a very big number. Iteration also, 4924G. That number stands out to me at the end. I'll mention why in a moment. Vessel 16 emptied. Cause Sentinel intervention / deliberate transfer. We don't really know what any of this means right now. Analysis, fresh iteration generated, anomaly containment prepared. Well, I'm not sure what we're broadcasting, but I'm not here to leave. So, broadcast received, traveler anomaly detected, anomaly is compliant, position logged, system integrity scan initialized. Okay, doesn't tell us very much. But I'm going to grab what's in these boxes here. Maybe there'll be something that will help us survive. What do we get? Oh, we got some sodium, some oxygen. Those are both very useful, and some carbon. We're going to need that before too long. This damaged machinery will have some nanites in it, which are used in the construction of advanced technology. Mostly we're going to use it to trade with merchants for advanced technology. We're going to use this little life support gel that we found in one of the boxes we opened to charge our life support completely. That was a nice find. And let's see how bad this ship is. Iteration, really big number, 4924G. So the same number that we saw in the thing for the distress beacon, in the title for the distress beacon window. Maybe this is the ship, 4924G. Really big number. It's online. Atlas connection is intermittent, but the launch thrusters are offline. The pulse engine is offline. This ship isn't going anywhere. I found myself alone on a strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here, no sense of a before, but this ship at least seems to recognize me. The controls react to my touch, or at least to that of my exosuit. I am not dead yet, and this ship is a lifeline out to the stars. We will read the logs, see what we can learn. Log 4925A, so the next number in sequence, 4924. But the log's unavailable, substituting data. Exosuit connected. Suggestion pilot should perform maintenance. Select desired repair path. Repair ship systems. Yes, we must. I'm not going to find any other ships. We're going to have to fix this one. Self-guided repair protocols initiated. Alright, so our pulse engine needs a hermetic seal and a metal plating. To make a metal plating, we need ferrite dust. We need 50 ferrite dust. We have 21. So we're going to get out of the ship. We're going to look for a few more of those rocks, like this one here. Let's say ferrite dust when we point our laser at them. We need another 29 ferrite dust. That's enough to make our metal plate and stick it in the pulse engine. Alright, now we need a hermetic seal. Let's see. Alright, so functional, it's saying now. The ship's functional? Or maybe we're functional. I don't know. Starship critically damaged, vital ingredients missing, unable to synthesize required components, pulse engine requires hermetic seal. Where am I going to find one of those? Recommendation, iteration, comparison reveals hermetic seal nearby. Salvage planetary chart from distress beacon cache. Okay. We need to find the cache. Oh, looks like they put a little marker on it again. That's nice. Stick our head in there. And we find a planetary chart. So we're going to use that planetary chart. Send out a brilliant blue radar pulse, I guess. Get a nice view of the hillside that we're on. Mountainside, maybe. And it looks like way off there in the distance, 1,000 units away. That's a significant trek. There is something, probably a hermetic seal. Among other things, let's get up that hill. This right here looks like it might be a little hard to climb. Give it a shot. If we can't, we'll go up that side. Yeah, it's going to be quite hard to get up. Maybe we can do it. Sometimes the shortest distance between 2 points is not a straight line. Alright, we got that sodium plant. Let's just jump up that last little bit of the hill so we don't get hung up too much. This is a sweet route, which among other uses can be used in an emergency to fuel our hazard protection. Since our hazard protection is a little low, that's exactly what we're going to do. Pop that in, save ourselves some sodium, get moving again. Our scanner should be recharged. Let's see if there's anything nearby. There is some sodium relatively nearby. It's kind of out of the way. It's not too far out of the way. We've got a radiation supercell, or in other words, radioactive thunderstorm coming our way. That's bad news, very bad news. We need to, you're a long way away from anywhere we want to be. Well, we're going to use this deuterium plant. We're going to get to the top of the ridge. We're going to see what we can see. Hopefully there'll be something that might help us cave, some sodium, anything. Those red crystals, which we can use to fuel our mining laser, are helpful, but I'm not going to spend too much time on them. The storm will kill us in a hurry. Just grab just a little bit to make sure our mining laser doesn't run out of fuel. Good thing we have about 100 sodium. Boost a little bit. Oh, we got over the hill. That's going to make... Oh no, that was a hard landing. Dang. We really didn't need that. Alright, we're going to need to be real careful, make sure none of our environment protection runs out, so that our shield can recharge. If our hazard protection runs dry, then it'll start pulling energy from our shield systems. I saw something over here. There's some sodium there. Scan again. There we go. Something closer. That's what we need. Let's see how much we get. It takes 30 to charge our system when it's empty. That's almost 2 charges. That is going to keep us going. How far away is that oxygen? Not far. Let's grab that. Because our life support is getting low also. Let's just charge that now while we're thinking about it. We're almost there, just a 300 unit jog away. In fact, we're not going to jog, we're going to jet pack. Try and avoid landing hard like we just did a minute ago. We're moving, we're moving. Might just make it. That's a steep hill. Alright, we've got more than enough sodium to get us to these buildings. Those will give us shelter from the storm. But we still have a little bit left in our hazard protection, so let's grab what's in this damaged machinery. Oh, the storm's clearing. Okay. We're not in quite such a crisis anymore. I grab this plant and disassemble this blight on the environment. Okay, now we've got a little breathing room. Let's investigate these 2 buildings. Since I like to see everything there is to see, we're going to check out this one first. Doesn't appear to be anything in here. Then we will check out the one that is marked by our scanner. Looks like it's pointing to this hollow archive. There's a stock transfer terminal. There's a little bit of money. The very beginning of our trading empire. Okay, hollow archive, the first dollar bill, if you will. Accessing archive 607 logs corrupted, so there's not much there. Entry 4924A follows. No one making this recording in case leaving behind in the fabricator might be of some use. Visor damaged. Can't find ship. Okay, well, what's here? The log finishes and the machine whirs to life, spitting out supplies. I have the hermetic seal I need to repair my ship. That's a win. Whoever it was that led me here, whoever left this message, perhaps they found themselves in the same situation I do now. Well, we are already pushing over 20 minutes now, and this seems like a place we could stop. I'd love to get the ship in the air, but that takes generally more than 30 minutes. So we're going to call it here for now. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you again soon with part 2, where hopefully we get our wings. Have a good one now. Goodbye.